The fact of the matter is that corporations are way too powerful. They have way too much influence in the United States, and it was never a conservative principle to give this kind of corporation a special privilege. A privilege is not a right. The company does not have a right to have an autonomous district where they get to run the show how they want to and they have their own rules. That was a privilege that the state at one point decided to allow them, but now Disney has decided to wage war against the values of the majority of the people in the state. And I think the people in power have every right to say, look, you have your rights. You can say what you want to say. That's fine. You have the ability to do that. We're not, shutting down the theme park. It's not like they put caution tape around the gates of Magic Kingdom. Like, people are still able to go as they want to, but they're saying those privileges, not those rights, those privileges that you enjoyed are now going to be taken away. This is how you play ball. I'm sorry, whether you like it or not, this is the future of the GOP, and it has to be. And as for the argument that, well, Democrats are just going to do this, newsflash, Democrats are going to do it anyway. Don't you see that? Democrats already weaponize major companies against conservatives. That already happens. They don't need precedent to do that. They don't need Ron DeSantis to set an example. Don't you see how the White House and Democrats already collude with big tech to push down the voices that they don't want heard? To try to stop the circulation of stories like the Hunter Biden laptop that they don't want circulating before an election? Don't you see how they already come together to try to deplatform narratives and people and voices and opinions and dissent that they don't like? They already do this. I mean, they are already in bed with some of the biggest and most powerful corporations in the country to push the agenda that they want to push. When's the last time that you saw a progressive author or a progressive voice get kicked off one of these major platforms because they said something that was, legitimate, but just kind of unpopular outside of the mainstream? That happens all the time to conservatives. They're always threatened to get kicked off platforms because they say true things, like a man can't become a woman. That doesn't happen on the other side. It doesn't matter how many false narratives Nicole Hannah-Jones or someone on the left pushes. It doesn't matter how often they say something that isn't true, like a man can become a woman. If you are Charlie Kirk, or you are the Babylon Bee, or you are Tucker Carlson, or you are Meghan Murphy, or one of these people who have stated the truth about gender, like, you're going to get your platform yanked away from you. Or maybe you're going to get shadow bans. You're going to be put on a bad list. And Democrats are all for this. They want more censorship. And so we don't need precedent. Democrats don't need precedent to weaponize major corporations against their dissent. They're already doing that in a much more malicious and cruel way than any Republican has. And for people who say that they are anti-fascist, guess what a form of fascism is? It is the wedding of corporate and government power, something that Democrats have been very good at for a long time.
If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be sure to see similar videos from BlazeTV, with the added bonus of signaling YouTube that your voice and opinion still matters. And if you're looking for more great conservative content, check out one of the 2 videos suggested here.